Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're on the way.
Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Has a look and plays it forward. Ibrahimovic puts his foot on the gas. Seedorf. Hoeneß. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Roberto Carlos. And he's gone backward here. Opts to play it back. Well read. And the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Now the cross. Hoeneß.
Oh, they could break here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked up, got it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. Botafogo looking to go forward now. Botafogo so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Bellingham. Foot in. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Played back in. Oh, that is a nice touch. Hoeneß. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's Seedorf. Seedorf. And no, that was never going to make it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pernis. Roberto Carlos. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! He has found the way through. Delivery from him, climbs up big! Oh, he's been... and another try! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vieira. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pernis.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nesta. Here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Now it's Gullit. Thuram. Vieira. Pernis. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great ball if he can get there. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he spark a counter here? And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again then.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
It's a promising position. Nesta. Gullit. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Carlos. That's good running with the ball. And this is Roberto Carlos. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Pernis goes short. Not the most convincing of passes. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Over to the other side. Lahm charging forward down that flank. Bellingham. Oh, well played. Hernes. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he finish? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape.
Ibrahimovic has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's caused a worry or two.
Seedorf just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. No, that's been intercepted. Hoeneß. Oh, this is a very good run. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's running through. Rummenigge! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Lahm chooses to go crossfield. Threads one in. Closing in. It's Ibrahimovic! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, shapes to shoot! Roberto Carlos. Seedorf, he's picked his way through. Lovely bit of skill. Swept in. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no...
Real chance! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Gullit. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gullit. Roberto Carlos. Here's Vieira. Played out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's going to go a long way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a look and place it forward. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Lahm. Oh, that's neat. No way through, so back it comes. Mbappe. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bergomi cuts it out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
This looks promising. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bellingham. Vieira goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Seedorf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm. Vieira. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Rummenigge. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Botafogo very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's played it in low. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Now that was quite some save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Bellingham proves too strong. Roberto Carlos gets his head on it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale powering forward here, and he's worked it through. Rice driving forwards. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Carlos. Bergomi. Nicely aimed pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Roberto Carlos looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's Nedved. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Platini. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shot could be on. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That's very neat. Vieira. Ferdinand. Ferdinand, good driving run. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Decent progress down the left. Hit into the middle. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substituição.
Lahm. Bergomi is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Gullit. Gullit running with the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Lahm. Into the last quarter of an hour. And they win it back again. He's looking wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He slings it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lahm receives it in a wide position. Driving forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice gets across to intercept that. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Lazio seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
And it's Lahm. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Gullit. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bale. Ferdinand. And it's Mendes. And it's Nedved. And they're back on the ball again.
Teremos minuto de
Lahm.
acréscimo.
That's Nedved. And it's Ferdinand. Oh, it's a great ball here. Knocks it into space. And we're done. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Hullet. He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Chance for a shot! Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hernes. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks to the other side. Turns back here, probably the best option. Tries to pass it through. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And here's Seedorf. Closing in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge running with the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Nicked it back promptly. Goes for a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Lahm.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Deftly away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice bit of trickery. Bellingham. It's a promising position. That's tidy. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Lahm plays it in. It's out for a goal kick.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Lahm delivers.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Vieira. Hernes. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. And smartly reclaimed. Hernes is onto this, and he whips it in. 5 minutes till the break. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Lahm. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. For Lahm.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Threads one in. And it's been played through. Nice control. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Varane can get it clear. Roberto Carlos!
Carlos really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but...
And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Botafogo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal.
Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And again! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Ferdinand. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Hullet. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Lazio have it back and can go again.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rummenigge. Oh, he's bustling through here. Hernes. Chance here to counter. And here's Mbappe. Hullet. Shapes to shoot. And that has left him in a heap. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And another try! In he goes again! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
They've played it short. And here's Hazard. Now here's the delivery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. And he's lost his man here. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Very nicely done. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Hullet. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard. He could be... Can he finish? Off the post. And yes, it's there! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Botafogo get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
The cross. It's made its way to him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Bale. Hazard. And he thumps it clear. And they're quick to get it back. Botafogo are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And it's Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lahm makes the interception.
Lazio nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Mateus. He's found a way through. He's cut it out. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Bale. Mateus. Now it's Bale.
Teremos 3
Hazard.
minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Vieira. Now it's Bale. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Bale receives it in a... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Header comes in! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Botafogo lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. As you can see, we've already started here. Seedorf does want to stand firm and defend it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now the ball's gone astray. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pull it. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
That's a throw. Thuram. And it's Seedorf. Botafogo, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Mbappe! And he's onside! Roberto climbs up big! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! Off the post! Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Oh, he's got a sight of goal, and the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That is good alertness. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Lahm aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham gets into some space. Hoeneß. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Seedorf.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! Bellingham. Rummenigge. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Seedorf. Hoeneß. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now Rafael Varane. Bellingham. And it's Lahm. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. It's Bellingham. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the right. Chance here to counter. Seedorf. Decent progress down the left. Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. And it's Vieira. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Played out to the left flank. Nice control. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Teremos
It's a pretty
minuto de
loose pass.
acréscimo.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in space and looking for options. Araujo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're off again.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, super find. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Seedorf. Picked it. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Just off target.
Hullet certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Has a look and plays it forward. Thuram calmly anticipates. Hullet. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Vieira. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hullet. Oh, well played. Nice bit of trip. Harness! It's anyone's ball now. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 41.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Teremos uma
Lazio
substituição.
have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And it's Vieira. Looks to the other side. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Varane cuts out the pass. Vieira. Mateus. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, that was vital.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Real chance! Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's running through. He's found... And Hullet! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substituição.
Lazio have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
That's very neat. Bale. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do...
Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And it's Ibrahimovic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rice. Now it's Bale.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Poor robust challenge. No foul, says the referee.
Rice.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Bale, and he shoots! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! One sweeping move executed, and there goes the final whistle. Botafogo perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.